Jess Franco is a man synonymous with horror, sleaze, sex, and exploitation. The Spanish director has directed over 200 films, and just listen to some of these titles: She Killed in Ecstasy, Lust for Frankenstein, A Virgin Among the Living Dead, and The Perverse Countess. Franco wasn't afraid of sex. In fact, he seemed to embrace it. While working on his horror and exploitation films, he was also making adult films on the side. With a prolific career starting in the 1960s and going all the way through the 2010s, it's strange to say that I've never seen one of his movies. But that's gonna change tonight as I take a look at 1981's Bloody Moon. Welcome to the HellBound Horror Show. We open on this college party.
I'd like to make love with you.
So would I.
And already we get the setup to a porno film. While things are starting to pick up, this guy takes off his Mickey Mouse mask, and this other creepy, scarred-faced man picks it up and woos some girl. She eagerly takes him back to her place to bang.
Do you want me to, don't you? Oh my God. Take me.
The teenagers from the opening of Bloody Moon make the horny teenagers from Friday the 13th look like saints. Just as things start to get hot and heavy, the mask is taken off, the girl freaks out, so he stabs her to death. The man with a scarred face is Miguel, and after murdering the girl, he's sent to an insane asylum for a few years. Once he's released, he goes and lives with his aunt and his sister, Manuela. The aunt believes that Manuela wants to kill her to inherit all her money. This next part's a little hard to talk about. You see, Miguel loves his sister, but she states that there are too many people around and she wishes that the other people would just go away so they could be together, like they used to. Yeah. It seems like incest is driving the plot forward. Yikes. Manuela runs an international boarding school where we get beautiful young adults living on the campus. One by one, these beautiful ladies are being picked off in some gruesome ways. This all escalates to a head-scratching yet pretty exciting climax. Bloody Moon isn't a great film. But you know what? It's super entertaining. Even though the script and acting can be a bit lacking, the cinematography and lighting are mostly brilliant. It's a beautiful film to look at, and Severin did a fantastic job restoring it. I talked about the acting being a little bit of a letdown, and the dubbing isn't any better. The worst case is in this scene where the actress clearly stumbles over her own lines.
Try to understand. Antonio's murdered Ava and he's just tried to murder me as well. I'm gonna get the police. Wait, Angela.
The worst atrocity that this film commits is that it kills a live snake on screen. Now, I gave Friday the 13th a lot of flack for this, and Bloody Moon does it a lot worse. We get a close-up of the decapitated snake head as it squirms and dies. Now, I said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. No film should kill an animal for the sake of entertainment. However, the human deaths are amazing! Yeah, I know I'm sounding like a hypocrite. We have some really fun creative deaths here, and they are the highlight of the film. You have a woman being stabbed through the back, and the blade of the knife goes through her nipple, a vice around a girl's neck, and the main attraction itself, a giant saw blade cutting off a girl's head. The effects are really well done for the time, and they are completely over the top. Now, you may have noticed the abundance of violence against women, and yeah, the film is very misogynistic and unflinchingly so. Now, I'm usually pretty oblivious to these kinds of claims, but this is blatant. Even the female lead is pretty much useless. There is no redeeming arc for her or much in the way of character development at all. She simply is there to scream. Almost all the deaths are centered around women, and it gets pretty old pretty fast. Overall, the film is rather enjoyable for the cinematography and gore alone. The locations are stunning, and I can't stress enough how beautiful that Severin print is. Sure, a lot of the story doesn't make sense and simple things fall flat, but the presentation is just too beautiful to really care about those sorts of things. It feels like a forgotten classic giallo film, even though it's a Spanish production. If you haven't seen it, give it a watch. Don't expect some sort of hidden gem, but instead, turn off your brain and just enjoy a very entertaining film. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Stay healthy, stay safe. Take care, everyone.